Hey y'all, come on in. I'm finna do a little cooking for y'all real quick. Cause I gotta cook some dinner. Because I ain't ate all day. So somebody send me this here cutter. Alright. This is what it looks like when you cut. Come on in, let me show y'all how it works. Hey y'all. So I'm finna cut these potatoes up for y'all. Then I'm just gonna cook, okay? I ain't teaching today, but it might be appearing. So I got this cutter. And you can make individual french fries, but I'm doing mine just like that, okay? And I'm going to put these potatoes in the oven. I've scored them. I've showed y'all how to do this before. So let's make some fancy potatoes that can go with our steak. All right? So I'm going to get started as y'all come in. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey. So I was given this cutter. You good, AA? I'm just going to show y'all how it works.
It looks really good to do. Using your birthday stuff.
I know.
Excuse me. Last time you had dessert.
Press down on it. You got to add some pressure.
Mom, is this it?
Yes, don't eat it all. Just a little bit.
Mom, you know the one that's like this? It's so good. You could use your potatoes for those.
Uh-huh.
You can wash them, then you can cut them with the potatoes.
Okay.
Hello.
Add a ridge. I like this. And I like to leave. I'm going to leave this one because I want it a little thick. Okay. But that's how you do it. You can cut the other side of this off. You can have some with it, some without it. Cut it straight down the middle if you want them real thick. Or you can do french fries. Okay. You can also use this for french fries. Let me be careful with it. Because look, I'm just starting to use this. So hold on. Let me get it in there. Set it up like I want it. Alright. So something like that. Okay. This is what this thing is. You can order it off of Amazon. They sell them on Amazon. If it's a big, thick potato, cut it more than one time. And you'll get a ridge like that, okay? So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to rub them down. I'm going to be careful now, okay? I'm going to rub them in some olive oil and use my everything green and put them in a cast iron. You can shake you a little Parmesan cheese or whatever kind of cheese you want to put in your skillet. But this is what it's going to look like, okay? So I'm going to get this rub because I don't like my potatoes. I'm using golden potatoes today. I'm going to do these. This is more than enough. And I'm going to be careful. So let me press down on here. Had to get y'all out the way so I can do it right, okay? And you can do, like, after this, you can add sour cream and chives and all that wonderful stuff you want to add on your potato. That's your business. You can do what you want to do. It's your thing. But I got to be careful when I do this because Mama don't want to hurt herself. Is that all right? Thank y'all for understanding. This is my first time using it, so I got to be careful. I'm not no pro at this. I'll get better in time. I'm going to cut my potatoes a little different. Maybe that's what's wrong. Now, those were cut like a thick wedge. Not too bad, huh? You can also cut them like wedges. I see. Like individual round potatoes. So, that's what I got going. And I'm going to rub these down in olive oil, and then I'm going to put my seasoning on them. Okay? Y'all ready? So I'm just going to take my potato, rub it in olive oil. All of these potatoes are going to be in olive oil. Just going to put a bunch of olive oil on my hands. Okay? And start rubbing them. Hold on, I'm going to turn it around and let y'all see. As soon as I got oil on my hands now. You don't know what oiling a potato? I'm oiling it. I'm greasing it. And the seasoning is going to adhere to these greased potatoes. And I'm going to put them in the oven. You don't have to get crazy with it. Use your anointing oil. You know, olive oil is the anointing oil of the church. Oh, yes. Honey, bless these with the oil. With the oil. Bless them under the anointing of the oil. Yes, it's the oil for me. It's the oil for me. It's the oil for me. I hope y'all enjoyed the command my day today. I have to speak over myself and encourage myself. Now I'm going to use some of my everything green. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it makes them crinkly, Vicky. It did. It made them crinkly. I'm going to turn y'all around so y'all can see. It made them crinkly. It sure did, okay? There you got it, right there. Then I ain't going to do nothing but take and shake some of my everything green all on these. Y'all know they're going to be good. All over them. All of them. Get enough of it on there now. Tracy, quit being stingy. Well, I'll be stingy with my own stuff sometime. I can't be using up my product. I'll be getting some more ready for y'all. Because that went like hot biscuits. Yes, it did. Yes, indeed. Oh, Lord, bless me indeed. Enlarge my territory. All right. Now I'm going to put them in this cast iron pan. And then I'm going to put them in the oven. Now, if you want cheese on yours, you can put cheese on yours. And all you do, take your time, slide your skillet. Put them in there. Put them upside down so you can add some more seasoning. And leave them alone now. Don't be messing with them. Get as many in there that'll fit. Look, I'm trying to get the biggest ones in there. May have to use another skillet. I'll make some more room. Y'all quit fighting and get in here and sit down. Nah. Just like that. Then we're going to put them in the oven. And I'm going to probably just throw these other ones on top of him. Because it's just us eating them. And it'll be alright. They gonna cook. Put them in the oven. They're going to make it. It's going to be all right. And just get a little bit more of your everything green. Shake it on now. Put them in the oven. That's it. That's it and that's all. Clean up your station. Thank you, Miss Laura Wicker Hoskins. I pray that your health comes back to where it was and better. All right, so we're going to put them in the oven. I've done this several times for y'all. That's it. You can add some Parmesan cheese if you want to. And this is a nice cutter. If you want to get ridges and stuff on your potatoes or make crinkly fries, order you one of these off of Amazon. They not that expensive. All right, see the ridges? They're not that expensive. All right, let's get that in on the oven. Even though the oven is on 450 because I'm finna make some biscuits. I'm also finna show y'all how I do my chopped steak, okay? So, let me get y'all situated so I can keep moving. If y'all want some Bible study sometime today, y'all better let me get through doing what I got to, well, let me do it then. Y'all the one holding me up. Y'all want Bible study? Y'all talking? Everybody talking? We just get them in the oven. Ooh. Get them in there. Goobity-goo. Get this over here. Run your dishwater. Mine already ran. Alright. Let me rinse this cutting board out. Wash it off, honey. All right, so now I'm finna show y'all how I do my cube steak. If you got money and you can buy a bunch of cube steak, you ain't got to do this, okay? But I stretch my cube steak by adding ground beef. So let's do it. Let's season it, and let's get it formed up. So you're gonna need an egg. You're gonna need some flour too. I got my flour because I gotta use it. Let me get an egg. I ain't got time to play around with this. Just get out my way, please. Get out my way. Get out my way. Move. Get out my way. Okay. Let me turn you around again. Well, I'm going to sit y'all all the way back here for a minute. Y'all can see me. So, what I did was take 1 pack of cube steak. All right? Love you. Go take a nap. This is cube steak. Take that cube steak and you pull it apart. Because it's more than you got to have some cube steak. And the cube steak is high right now. I got all these pieces of meat. 5 for $19.99. All right. Hey, Rose. Rosemary trying to move out the way. Help me, Rose. Rose, those biscuits you cooked was pretty. So you take your cube steak up. No, you don't. No, nobody got to know. When they come over your house, you can pat these real flat. They ain't got to know. I'm going to make these flat. They ain't going to know that you mix ground beef up. Then you get you 1 pack of ground beef. Okay? If you got it and you ain't got to stretch it, then you handle it your way. Okay? For me, as for me and my house, I'm not going to spend all my money at no grocery store. And I take this ground beef. And I make sure ain't no strings. As I work it together, I can feel if I got some tough steak or not. And I work this in here real good. Keeping it simple as I can. And I can feel if it's going to be any tough strains in here. I take them out. I just slide that meat off and that string gotta go. It's gonna be the most tender cube steak that you had. Now this is old school, and I like to sit here for a minute and relax and tell you how I became the Prince of Bel-Air. Well, my mama, it's 9 of us. With my daddy and her, it's 11. Now, everybody all was born rich, you know, but we wasn't. We come from a little small town. They call it Little Crenshaw because people didn't take no mess. But it's Emerson, and it's a sweet town with good people, but don't push us. Just don't push us now. All right? And I'm sure all y'all can relate to that. You can make good people mad. Yeah. So y'all know I should be being sponsored by Dale. So I'm going to add a little Dale seasoning in here. I don't know what Dale at. Dale ain't trying to reach me, and I'm about tired of talking about Dale. Put your little Dale in there. Now, Dale got salt, so don't add no more salt. Now, they do have reduced Dale, but I don't never buy it. Oh, well. Then I'm going to add a little everything green right on in here. Yes, I use my own product. I sure do. I need to charge myself. Sometimes I get crazy. Sometimes I sit here and get me some cucumbers, and I be done let them soak a little bit in vinegar, and I shake my seasoning on it, and I just be eating up my own profit. What does it profit a man to eat his own profit? I know that's not biblical. I was about to quote that one, but it didn't. It don't pertain. But it does count if I profit and lose my money. So, but anyway, you got to try your own product to know. Remember, go back on them old videos. I used to tell y'all, like, have me a group of seasonings worked up, but I didn't share. Bust the egg. You don't need 13 and 14 eggs because you're going to use flour. And this ain't finna be no eggy situation. Not mine. Go on. I might need another one, but I ain't finna use 3. Treat it like you're doing a meatloaf kind of sort of sight like, kind of like, you know. That. See, take your breast. When they done failed like mine and you ain't got no more muscle, just take your bowl and set it up there. It's good. Now you got a chest without no breast. Ah! Girl, you better go on somewhere. You preaching. When you ain't got no more money, you just pick them up and like, just fall. Use this. It's a prop. This works. All things work together, don't it? That's what I found. As it was told unto me. Don't get me started as it was told unto me. You know what I know? I know one thing. Don't nothing go to waste. Ain't that right? If your stomach is lapping over your knees, please. If a man like what you got, they gonna lift it up and get that prize. Be quiet and cook. Shut the front door. All right, I'm being behave, mamas. Behave, Sister Tracy. All right, I'm behave. Laughter good for the soul. I'm sorry if I offended somebody. They might be like, oh my, I want a piece of pie. If the pie too sweet, I want a piece of meat. If the meat too red, I want a piece of bread. Oh my, I want a piece of get out of here. Get out of here. Move, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Now I'm gonna put a little I'm gonna put a little flour on here. I got my do not disturb on. Make sure y'all got y'all do not disturb on. So no phone calls don't come in messing up our day. Put your little flour in there. Some people say flour, some people say flour. Put you some flour in there. Roll it up like that. Take your time now. Now I ain't gonna need no more flour. I got enough on here. Okay, I got enough worked in and pat a little. And all I'm going to do is take this here concoction, get it off my fingers. And I can make my steak now whatever size, honey. Folks coming to dinner, you don't want them to think they can get this little bitty piece of steak. So I'm going to take mine and I'm going to make my patties, but I'm going to thin my patties down. Because I don't want y'all to think y'all ain't eating cube steak. You know, y'all know how y'all get. Just press them real flat. And then we're going to put a little flour. Press them flat like that. Because you know folk go talk about you. She said she was having cube steak. Child, that wasn't no cube steak. Child, that was ground beef. You can't be good to everybody. You can't give them a big, thick piece of meat. So I'm going to have to wash my hand. I'm going to put a little oil in my skillet. We finna fry this and we finna do the mushrooms and onions on the other side. And the potatoes is in there. We got to make the biscuits. I'm going to steam some broccoli and put some butter on it. Boom, boom. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm rolling in the chair today. No, I ain't got about that chair. Y'all somewhere. Get out of here. I just use it to sit down. Them patches is working. Lord, I thank you for the patches. Woo, I do. I feel so good. I didn't even put on a new patch today. So let's get our skillet out. We're going to cook all these at one time, so let me go get Big Bertha. Let me go over here and get a big skillet. Woo-wee. All right, let me get Big Bertha and let us get going. I'm going to start Big Bertha over here. And this is going to be for the biscuits. Y'all, keep my husband's family in prayer. His uncle passed away today. That's his last uncle on his mom's side. So keep Eddie's family in prayer. It's hard. It's just hard to say goodbye to people. Because I know I got 2 uncles left now. I bet you didn't know about that ring-a-ding-ding. A ring-a-ding-ding. I didn't even put on a new patch today. Let me stop. So I got this going. Thank y'all. You know, regardless of if you understand the situation and the circumstance in which you're dealing with, it still ain't easy for somebody to say goodbye to their loved ones. You know? So, again, pick you up some of this. Take your time. Spray your hands so it don't get on there and stay. And you know, really, you can make them as thin as you want to. If they don't understand you bought some good cube steak, that's on them. You can't be good to everybody. You just can't be good to everybody, okay? That grease is warming up, but I'm still going to put this in there because it's going to warm up. I'm not trying to mess up a bunch of things to prove no point to nobody. I'm going to re-roll it and press it out just like that. I promise you, and these are good to make you some cube steak sandwiches. Baby, ain't nothing like a cube steak sandwich. Cut you some tomatoes and onions. Toast that bread. Get you a little lettuce. You think a hamburger tastes good. Try one of these chopped steak ones. Whew. Lord have mercy, ain't nothing like a cube steak sandwich. It really ain't. Then they're going to want to know, they're going to say, your cube steak's so tender. Where did you get it from? Just tell them where you got it from. You ain't got to tell them what you did to it. Just tell them where I got it from. Angles. I got them from Angles. What? And you know, I did them taters cause I could do some mashed ones. A lot of times I do rice. But in case my husband decides that he just wants steak and potato, I leave some of this out of the gravy. Yep, I leave some of it out. And that way he can take steak and potatoes to work. And if he want to add some A1 sauce on it, he don't want his in gravy, he ain't got to. That's how you do it. Now with me, give me a little rice. I put on me a little bag of rice. Rice is nice. I like cube steak and onions and gravy. What am I gonna eat? I'm gonna eat this. But I'm going to finna saute me some mushrooms and onions. And I'm gonna make a little gravy and put some of these in there, but not all of them. And then I'll probably just do me some steamed rice and my steamed broccoli. That's all. Thank y'all for the prayers. You know, today is a tough day. But I'm so glad my husband got to go down there, him and his brother. They got to go down there and visit their uncle before he passed. and I talked to him on the telephone. And the other day I was on the phone with I think we was on our conference call, and his aunt called me. And she was worried about her brother because it was just him and her left. Aunt Soot, we call her, but Mildred is her name, Aunt Mildred. And on his daddy's side, he got one uncle and an aunt left. Life get hard when the ones that make life worth living die. That's all. Baby, you won't never just buy regular cube steak no more. Don't you buy no family pack of cube steak. But you can. That's your business. I tell people where stuff come from now. That's Tabitha Brown. That's your business. Now that was good. That's a good one. That'll work for everything. I say unbothered. I'm so unbothered. Some of these I'm gonna make big, because that way I'm gonna make a sandwich. And ears. Now I don't need y'all to worry about me losing weight. I don't need y'all to count my calories. I got to do this for myself, and I got to keep it off. And hopefully, with all these steroids, I do have injections this month, but I ain't had an injection since October. So I do pray that I don't have to have another one. Maybe one a year with these patches. So these I'm taking them a little bit bigger, because I'm going to make them like a, see my hands getting sticky. And so now all I got to do is get ready to make the biscuits while it's cooking. I'm going to get these biscuits going, because I got somewhere to be in an hour. Bible study today, I don't know what it's going to be on. I'm trying to decide. We talked about you dead, you just ain't been buried yet. Sometimes you dead because of decisions you made. You just ain't had no funeral. Like Ananias and Sapphira. We talked about them last night. And last night we also started talking about how them prophets and stuff, how they got out of jail, and when the elders of the church come looking for them, God had already got them out of there. Sometimes while you waiting for your friend to come help you, God already finna make a way for you. But that's a whole nother story. Move, get out of my way. You said do something on New Beginnings? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Bridget. Hold on. Let me wash my hands. Let's get ready to make us some biscuits. I can't do nothing with this right now until the other ones get ready to come out. Okay. So now we're gonna make us some biscuits. They're my mama's biscuits. These they're my mama's. Helen's biscuits. Helen Jen. I got something coming y'all way, but I don't used to talking about it till I be about it. Alright, let me get some buttermilk. Okay, let's get these biscuits going, and then we're going to do the onions and gravy. I use whole buttermilk because you need the fat base for your biscuits. I'm only going to make a few biscuits. I look like I can add some more pieces too. And I am. Wherever I can add them, I'm going to add them. Let me turn these over. They all raw. You just get a good crunch on them. Get them almost done if you're going to put them in gravy. We talking about a good taste and a good flavor. I'm going to let y'all see it. I just let these cook. And when they get almost ready, I put another set in. Because I'm not going to keep them in that long. Hey, I'm going to show you. Come on. These about ready because I'm not going to cook them all the way. I'm going to finish cooking them in the gravy so they just fall apart. I'm putting a good sear on them. Thank you, Miss Linnell. Yeah, I had a great birthday. I see a pretty long dress you would like. Don't know what size. Okay. If you're going to get me an outfit, if you're going to get me a dress, you can get me a size 26, 28. 26, 28. That'll be just fine. That'll be just fine. And even when I come down, I'm still going to wear it. I'm still going to wear it. And it just depends. Now, I don't like dresses that's got rubber around the waist. I just like free flowing dresses, you know. 3X, 4X, free flowing, you know. I don't want them like this. Don't want them like that. That's if you can hike it. Okay, we can. Quit watching me, Darius Cook. I love you, boy. I was talking about you today. I was talking about put your do not disturb sign on like you got. So don't be worried about what else is going on around him. I got my do not disturb on like Darius Cooks. You ain't gonna disturb me. Darius, I got thrown off my game. But I ain't gonna get thrown off no more. No, Darius, I'm gonna keep making my biscuits and working in my kitchen. I got my do not disturb sign on. So I'm gonna be good to go now. I'm good to go. I do love you, Darius. You ain't got nothing to me, baby. And sometimes the truth just hurts. And lies do too. Would you like it if the rumor was on you? So, Darius, I'm not doing that. I just want to cook it on a little friendly budget here. Show them how you can add a little ground beef to that cube steak you can't afford. And stretch it and bless it. And now we're going to make some biscuits. I got some taters in the oven. And we're going to take a tater and we're going to wait. And now we're going to add some more in here. That's all. And they'll get to see it when I get this first set out. We're going to semi-cook it. It's not going to be cooked all the way because it's going to finish cooking in the gravy. So you're going to see a little pink in there. But it's going to finish cooking in the gravy. Okay? Let's add these last few pieces in here so we can go on to what else we got to do. Darius, one day I'm going to have me a nice kitchen. A nice one. But until then, I'm going to keep rocking this old one. Okay, I'm putting it in. Y'all know, you don't have to be like nobody to learn from them. And I learned that young man is focused. That's why he done come as far as he done come. You got to put your do not disturb sign on. He got haters. Some of them hate him because they want to be him. But when you got your do not disturb sign on, you ain't got time to hang out with nobody. You about your business. Okay. Now I'm going to get ready to start making some biscuits. Just that simple. I got those patties going, that chopped stuff going. Alright, let me push you back so you can see me. So right here, I'll turn y'all down so y'all can see me. Right here, I'm going to add some self-rising flour. Biscuits are not hard. You can make them so many ways, but you got to know a texture to them. If not, they won't warm up the next day. The longer you work your flour, the tougher your biscuits are going to be. I ain't going to make that many. That's enough today. Okay? These not no specialty biscuits. Now, you can turn these into garlic, cheddar bay biscuits. You can turn them into strawberry, blueberry. I did some apple pecans ones the other day. It's some steps you have to add when you, depending on how wet your flour gets. Okay? So what this is, use them breasts that's done failed. Use them as a stand, okay? Pick them up, put them down. You know I'm cozy, honey. That's what we do when we shower. We pick them up, put them down. Get your little flour. My grandmama and them didn't measure. So they say get a fistful. Well, my fist holds anywhere from a third to half a cup of shortening. That's all mine holds. I got small hands. Now what you want to do with your flour, you want to crumble this like some old flour you fried chicken in. Yeah, just take them. They already gone. They ain't got no muscle left. These things flat. They a road map. Somebody like them. Flipper, faster than lightning. No one can see who's wiser than me. Flipper. And that's what happened when they lose their mass. They just flip for you. I flip them in my bra. I flip them on my bra. I'm going to tell you what else I do. Alright. It's alright if you ain't got no muscles. But as long as you got your hustle. So, this got to be crumbled up like crazy. Whether you use butter or shortening. You got to crumble your flour. I used to see a lot of people before I showed this, they didn't crumble their flour. Very important that you crumble it. These about to be some good doggone biscuits. All my flour just falling out my hand. Watch this. All that shortening, that's when you crumble it. That's when you know it's right, when you just crumble your flour. So now it's ready. Look how it looks. It's just as crumbled. Like you fried some old chicken. You can't use this no more. Now we're going to add some heavy, cold, you need fat. Shake it up, buttermilk, fat. Yes, you can take sweet milk and add some vinegar in it and turn it to buttermilk, but I'm not a scientist. I'm not a witch doctor or a fake healer. I'm just going to buy it off the store. Like Darius said, somebody squoze it. Somebody squoze the cat. Wasn't me. Get it wet like you like it. Work that in there really good before you add a little more flour on it. Get it good and sticky. Because once you get it, don't mess with it no more once you fix it. You can overwork your dough. Put your oven on 450. I don't do 500 over here. I do 450 because I know my rules. I don't change nothing. I see some people cook on 5. That's their business. I don't. I don't cook mine on 5. I have cooked them on 350 before. But I cook mine on 450. Told you I ain't making a lot. That's all I got. May not seem like much. But when I get through scooping this is all I'm making. And this bowl going to be empty just like that. Alright? I'm going to put my little flour off to the side because I got to pat them. I got to wash my hand to get started. That's it and that's all. Biscuits gonna go in the oven for 12 to 13 minutes. Alright, get your pan out. Let's get ready to roll them. Let's get ready to rumble. Okay. Okay, those last patties are cooking. Let me get my pan out. Put this shortening up. You can spray it or you can use shortening. I'm in a hurry. I'm spraying my pan. I'm about done with dinner. Alright. Spray your pan. Just the pan. You spread. I'm finna make these like my grandmama and them. I'm finna sit it on my chest so y'all can see me. Put a little flour. I gotta have a little flour to pat. Let's work up some biscuits. I'm gonna lean in a little bit. I'm gonna shake it on my hands just like that. Let them fall. Okay. Barely roll my flour in it. I mean my biscuits in the flour. You can make them as big as you want to. I'm gonna show you. Now, I do a technique with my thumb. Okay, I roll mine. But I put the creases out of it by pressing my thumb in it. Let me get this not so wet so you can see me. I take my thumb and I fold these doggone biscuits and I roll them as I fold them. I roll them and I fold them and I roll them and I fold them and I roll them and I fold them and I roll them and I fold them. And I just get them like I want to. I get all those creases in there. And voila, you got a nice big old, pretty big old baby like this. And I just do it again. Same thing, about to have my chinny chin chin. And I just gonna make some quick biscuits real quick. You can roll them out. You got time. I just don't have time. They're gonna be pretty. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with rolling them. So please do not email me saying, Miss Tracy, I roll my biscuits and you hurt my feelings. Roll your biscuits. Roll them out. I just do mine like this, baby. I just don't have time. I promise you, time won't give me time. Sometimes time don't have time for you. Ooh, time say I ain't got time for this foolishness. So grab up a couple of more, make about 5 or 6, 5. I'm in there. Some real quick, half a dozen. I can make them smaller. Just take my time to put these creases out of here. Yep. And I'm gonna keep moving. You're gonna press it right there by its cousin. Put one in the middle somewhere. Make a big old hole out of one. You always got a hoe in the family, don't you? I'm gonna make a big hoe cake right now. That's it and that's all, other than my little tiny bit of flour. Whatever I got by me is what I pat with. If it's water, I pat with water. If I got some buttermilk, I pat with buttermilk. I just pat them because my mama said it seals the moisture.